In the tapestry of life, the decisions we make are like the threads that shape our destiny. Whether big or small, each choice holds the power to guide us toward success or drag us into the depths of failure. Life presents us with countless opportunities and challenges, each requiring a decision that can alter the course of our journey. While external factors may influence our path, the crux often lies in the choices we make. Standing at the crossroads of possibilities, it is crucial to recognize the crucial decisions that can either propel us towards triumph or trap us in the clutches of defeat. Let's explore the world of decision-making and uncover the truths behind 5 choices that lead to failure. 1. Disregarding wise advice. Ignoring valuable counsel is like a ship disregarding warning signals from a lighthouse. Time-tested wisdom advises us to seek guidance from the wise because a wise person learns from others' mistakes while a fool learns from their own blunders. As the Stoic philosopher Seneca once said, "We suffer more often in our imagination than in reality." This timeless insight emphasizes the significance of learning from others' experiences rather than relying solely on our own perceptions and assumptions. The failure to embrace wise advice is evident in the case of BlackBerry, a former market leader that dismissed critical feedback. Despite its dominance in the early 2000s, BlackBerry's management disregarded warnings from users and developers about the increasing demand for apps and touchscreens. This disregard for feedback resulted in the company's inability to adapt to evolving trends, enabling Apple's iPhone and Google's Android to seize the market share. Ignoring such feedback leads to decision-making based on assumptions rather than the reality presented by those directly involved. A leader who ignores feedback risks becoming isolated, surrounded by individuals who have nothing valuable to contribute. Furthermore, a management team indifferent to feedback may be caught off guard by foreseeable issues, leading to decreased morale, productivity, increased turnover, and a damaged brand reputation. The story of BlackBerry serves as a stark reminder of the dangers that await those who choose to ignore the valuable lessons offered by others. As the Stoic philosopher Epictetus wisely stated, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." Embracing feedback and wise advice is not a sign of weakness, but rather a demonstration of strength and humility, essential qualities for navigating the complexities of leadership and decision-making in today's ever-changing world. 2. Yielding to the temptation of instant gratification. In a society obsessed with immediate satisfaction, the scarcity of patience has turned it into a rare quality. The allure of temporary pleasures, prioritized over long-lasting gains, often leaves individuals stranded in a desert of regret. As the saying wisely states, "Patience may be bitter, but its rewards are sweet." The wisdom of patience has deep roots in the ancient philosophy of Stoicism, where the Stoics emphasize the value of self-control and endurance when faced with challenges. In the words of the Stoic philosopher Seneca, "He who fears death will never achieve anything worthy of a person who is alive." Death is the only thing we all have in common. It can be the greatest moment of our lives. This truth is exemplified in the history of Blockbuster, a once dominant company in the video rental industry that thrived during the 1990s and early 2000s. However, Blockbuster's downfall originated from its surrender to the temptation of instant gratification. Failing to adapt to the changing market and the rise of streaming services like Netflix, the company chose short-term profits over long-term innovation and customer satisfaction. This narrow-minded approach ultimately led to Blockbuster's demise, resulting in bankruptcy in 2010. The Blockbuster case serves as a poignant example of how prioritizing immediate results can pave the way for long-term failure. In a world saturated with quick fixes and rapid advancements, the lessons from Blockbuster's downfall are a sobering reminder. They call on individuals and businesses alike to resist the allure of instant gratification, urging them to embrace the bitterness of patience for the eventual sweetness it brings. The ability to withstand the pressure for immediate results and focus on long-term strategies is not only a sign of resilience but also a key ingredient for sustaining success. As Stoic philosophy teaches us, enduring the bitter taste of patience often leads to the sweet fruits of achievement and fulfillment. 3. Neglecting personal development. Complacency stands as the enemy of progress, a belief deeply ingrained in the Stoic philosophy of constant self-improvement. The Stoics recognize the importance of maintaining a mindset focused on growth, continuously striving to better oneself regardless of external circumstances. Those who become complacent and resist change are destined to stagnation, comparable to a stagnant pond that becomes a breeding ground for mediocrity. As Marcus Aurelius, the Stoic philosopher and Roman emperor, once wrote, "The obstacles to action push us forward. What stands in our way becomes the way." This timeless wisdom reminds us that obstacles should not be viewed as hindrances, but rather as opportunities for personal growth and self-discovery. To ignore personal development is to deny oneself the opportunity to reach their maximum potential. It is a refusal to embark on the journey of self-discovery and improvement, settling for the status quo instead of daring to push the limits of what is achievable. As Seneca, a prominent Stoic philosopher, famously said, "Difficulties strengthen the mind, just as labor strengthens the body." Embracing challenges and actively seeking opportunities for growth are essential aspects of the human experience, necessary for cultivating resilience and unlocking hidden talents and abilities. In the pursuit of personal growth, one must be willing to embrace discomfort and uncertainty, understanding that true greatness lies on the other side of adversity. 4. Fear of change. Change is the only constant in life, yet many fear it and cling desperately to what is familiar. However, by refusing to adapt to change, they risk being uprooted by the storms of transformation, much like a tree that refuses to bend with the wind. Embrace change, for he who rejects change is the architect of decay. As the Stoic philosopher Seneca wisely observed, life is like a play. It's not the duration, but the quality of the acting that matters. In essence, it is not the length of our existence, but how we navigate life's inevitable changes that truly defines our journey. Stoicism teaches us the valuable lesson of accepting what we cannot control and adapting to what we can. By fearing change, we surrender our power to shape our destinies and become passive observers of the events that unfold in our lives. Stoic principles remind us that although we cannot always control external circumstances, we do have autonomy over our responses and attitudes towards them. It is through this realization that we find the courage to face the unknown, embrace the uncertainty that accompanies change, and transform it into an opportunity for growth and self-discovery. So, rather than fearing change, let us welcome it with open arms, understanding that within its turbulence lies the potential for renewal and rebirth. 5. Blaming others for failures. Pointing fingers is easy, accepting responsibility is difficult. Those who habitually shift blame onto others trap themselves in a cycle of victimhood, bound by their own excuses. It is a tempting escape from the discomfort of acknowledging one's mistakes, as placing the blame on external factors provides temporary relief from self-reflection. However, this habit blinds individuals to the transformative power of personal accountability. Refusing to accept responsibility not only hinders personal growth, but also impedes the development of resilience and problem-solving skills. The Stoic philosopher Seneca once wisely remarked that our lives are not short, but rather we waste much of our time. This sentiment reminds us that blaming others for our failures is an unproductive use of our energy. The Stoics emphasize the importance of taking responsibility for our own actions and reactions, understanding that we have the power to shape our own destiny. By embracing the Stoic wisdom, we can break free from the cycle of blame and embark on a journey of self-improvement and empowerment. Let us consider the story of Epictetus, a Stoic philosopher who was born into slavery and faced numerous challenges. Despite his difficult circumstances, Epictetus focused on what he could control, his thoughts and actions. When unjustly blamed, he calmly responded, "You are not hurt by the injury, you are hurt by the belief." This exemplifies the Stoic principle that external events are beyond our control, but our reactions are within our reach. Embracing this perspective empowers us to rise above the inclination to blame others and instead cultivate a mindset of resilience and self-mastery. By breaking free from the habit of blaming others for our failures, we open ourselves up to the liberating power of accountability. Accepting responsibility allows us to learn from our mistakes, adapt to challenges, and navigate our way towards personal and professional fulfillment. The ability to introspect, acknowledge our faults, and take decisive action is a sign of true strength and resilience, transcending the limitations of victimhood and paving the way for a more empowered and purposeful life. Conclusion: life is a collection of choices, and our decisions shape our destinies. While it may be tempting to shift blame when things go wrong, true growth comes from recognizing our own shortcomings and learning from our mistakes. As we navigate the complex tapestry of life, let us embrace the wisdom passed down through the ages and make our choices wisely, for the choices we make today mold the masterpiece of our tomorrow.